So often I'm asked about recurring dreams, so I thought I would take this opportunity to share with you how I look at them. For me, there's three kinds of recurring dreams. The first kind happens over a period of years, even a lifetime. That's what I call a favorite expression. For example, my favorite expression is, oh, darn it. And I could have said that when I was 15 because I missed the bus. I could have said, oh, darn it again when I was 30 because I brushed by my desk and papers fell all over the floor. Finally, I could have said, oh, darn it, a few minutes ago when I was having trouble deciding what subjects I want to discuss in this series of reels. So I use the same expression over a period of years and each time for a completely different reason. A second type of recurring dream is when you have the same dream, let's say 8 times over the last 2 weeks. For me, that serves the same function as a nightmare would. A recurring dream over a short period of time like that is trying to grab your attention about a recent waking situation that you've been avoiding. It's like your unconscious is yelling at you. It wants you to wake up, to take notice and do something. Maybe you've been procrastinating about getting to work on something, and maybe it has a deadline attached to it. Perhaps someone close to you said something that hurt your feelings and you haven't expressed how you feel. Worse, perhaps you've been hiding your feelings not only from them, but from yourself. So this kind of recurring dream is in hopes of you becoming conscious and taking care of business. Finally, is the fact that we are even inside the same dream or inside the same night repeating ourselves. This happens because your unconscious wants you to be sure that you get it. If you didn't get it the first time, even inside one dream, it will repeat the message. Remember back in school, they used to say, read it, write it, recite it. Well, this function is exactly the same thing. It's how we learn. My favorite example of this happened to me personally, leading up to my first time on TV. When I first wrote my books and I was trying to get myself known, I was on so many radio shows that I became really comfortable with that media. I could be sitting in my pajamas having a cup of tea right here, speaking to a million people, and nobody knew. I remember being invited to appear on Good Day New York. It was going to be my first time on camera, and I felt positively frightened. Was I expressing how I felt? No. Just like so many of us, I was keeping my feelings inside, avoiding. Right there explains the reason why my unconscious might use a repeat as a way of grabbing my attention in hopes of getting me to speak up and let it out. Close to the time I was scheduled to fly to New York, one night I dreamed about a ghost. In my personal vocabulary, what does that mean? It means I'm scared. Later, in the same dream, I dreamed I was standing on the abyss of a cliff. What does that mean? It means I'm scared. And in the morning, before I woke, I dreamed about my grade 5 teacher. What does that mean? It means I'm scared. 3 completely different images, when translated, all mean the same thing. I'm scared, I'm scared, I'm scared. My dreams succeeded in encouraging me to talk about how I was feeling. And the minute you do that, it's exactly like letting air out of a balloon. It freed up my energy. And as a result, I was better able to cope with the anxiety and be much better prepared to do my TV appearance.